we're moving on to the topic for today. I have my brother Kojo V on the line. Now we all know Kojo V, big man. He's been talking a lot online, and today I was like, I want to get him to have a conversation with him, and this conversation is mostly about the current cybersecurity bill. So I made a video asking you guys what you think, and we'll get into those comments in a bit, but also to pick his mind and try and find out what he wants to say. He commented on my video that I don't want to know. I do not want to know what he wants to say. So we're going to go right into here. Today I'll hear it from him live. Even before, I know he has recorded a video. He has made a video he'll be posting, but I still want to hear from him first. So you guys listening are going to be privileged to hear Kojo V's first thoughts before the final video he's cooking comes out. I know it'll take time. He's been blasting them online. But Kojo V, if you can hear me, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for being a part of this, Kojo V. Kindly introduce us. I want to do the introduction, but I don't want you to. I want you to just tell everyone the big things you're doing in this country. So can you please introduce yourself for us?
Okay. Hello. My name is Kojo V. I'm a content creator on TikTok and subsequently on YouTube as well. I think I didn't catch the last thing you said. My network broke up a little.
Okay, so I was saying that you should just introduce yourself and tell the people the big things you're doing. I mean, you're doing so well in the content creation space with how you break down things for people to understand, sometimes the controversies and how you handle the pressure. I was saying that the audience are going to be privileged to hear your first thoughts. We're talking about the cybersecurity bill. We're just going to go right into it. What are your thoughts? Right off the top, what do you think about this?
Right. It's giving too much power to people that I believe do not deserve that much power.
Okay.
I have read through it. For those of you who don't know, this bill was made public. It's not a law yet, but it was made public by the NCA. And after going through it, there are things that would benefit us as Ghanaians. There are many good parts of it that would benefit, especially with cyberbullying, with people who like to engage in revenge porn and stuff of that nature. But in most regards, it gives the authority, the cybersecurity authority, a lot of overreach in so many areas, which is very problematic. I had it printed out, and the more I read, you should just see the expression on my face. I was so shocked that this is something that they were bringing to us, that, hey, this will help us secure our digital space. But rather, it would give them too much power to do a lot of things that, Ghanaians, we will abuse it. We will definitely abuse it. There are sections of it that gives them police-like power over anyone. Basically, they want to come and arrest you, and they don't have to go to a court to do it. And there's just so much that I don't think we even have enough time to dig into on this live.
Yes, we do have time. We do have some time. We'll just break down and adjust a few things. When I was coming, on my way to the workplace, I was watching a video from Kojo Nkrumah. I think I saw it on one Instagram page, and he was breaking things down as to how you could easily be sent to the prison because you made a statement online, which shouldn't be an offense because of free speech. We should have the ability to speak freely. And coming from a content creator perspective, we're both content creators. I do understand that sometimes some free speech can hurt. Some free speech can... People have somebody go leave some comments, people for your comment under, and you're like, hey, Charlie, when you're nipping the chin and can blows one or two, yeah. So maybe under that circumstance, it feels like it favors me in a way. But as the same content creator, that means that if I say something online and somebody in charge knows that this thing I've said is not going well for him, or because he's in charge of regulating the process, right? On himself, if I say this thing, because I've said this thing and he doesn't like it, and he is in charge of how it's regulated, he can just assign them to come and catch me and send me to prison, even though whatever I said was the truth. And majority of the people are siding with me. This is a question that came to mind, and I wanted to find out, is that what this means? Like, in that particular, I've forgotten the actual line of the article that said that, but does that translate to what I'm saying? Does that mean that and because somebody has control over this thing, somebody is able to say that what you said is what is going to take you to prison, or if you say things that don't go so well to take you to prison, are they going to be, do you think, I know you don't have control over these things, but from what we've both read, do you think there is a space for somebody to tweak that in their favor, to just send anyone to the prison and make money off them?
Yes, there is. So the section we are talking about is section 67A. Right, that's cyberbullying.
Yeah.
Now, they leave a lot of good things in this section that protects children, and as I mentioned before, even protects people who do revenge porn online. Now, the section that talks about cyberbullying, that's subsection 8. A person shall not use an electronic device or an electronic medium to deliberately spread false or misleading information with the intent to deceive or manipulate a person or a fact. Now, this sounds simple, sounds very legalese. Sounds very legalese. If you spread false and misleading information, you will be in trouble. The question here is, what classifies or what we categorize as false or misleading information? They left that part of the document vague. So right now, it will be at the discretion of the CSA. And like you said, if somebody at the top there decides that, what Kojo VI said, I don't really like it like that. It might be offensive. It might just be a slight joke or something at their expense. Maybe I said somebody's head was big. I said somebody's nose was big. I'm not twisting a fact. It's not misleading information. But they can decide that it is misleading information or it is false and use that against me, and no one can come after them. That's the problem with that section of the cyberbullying. And that's one of the areas where in my video, which should be out in the next 24 hours, I highlight that part. I spend quite a while within that area because as someone who expresses himself a lot on social media, I depend on freedom of speech to say what I have to say. Right. Without freedom of speech, the whole foundation of democracy wouldn't exist. And this particular part of this bill would infringe on that. And that's something I would need the conveners of this bill to take a look at.
Would you say that if they were not taking us to prison, if we are not being sent to bars, or sorry, just to be clear, right? There's a section 2 that says they're going to take money. They're going to be fined for it. And I want to be sure I'm putting out the right thing out there. I stand to be corrected. Are we being fined and jailed altogether, or we're just being fined, or we're being jailed until we pay the fine? And then again, so from your perspective, do you think we should just scrap it out completely, or we should tweak it?
Delppy. If it was up to me, it was up to me, Kojo VI. They should scrap the whole thing. They should scrap it. If it was up to me. The reason why I am saying that is, if you read through it, one portion of it, let's say one good portion of it is there. It is anchored to the other part of it that is very concerning and very problematic. So the moment you take this part out, this other part is left hanging. So we have to put something underneath it. No. We have to now sit down and find a basis for why we are writing something like this. Okay, cybersecurity is something that is new to Ghana at the moment. We are now getting deep into social media. A lot of people are putting a lot of their sensitive information, even their money, on their phones. So now, where do we start? Let's build from there. Where do we start with the people? In my opinion, the first thing we can do to fight cybersecurity or to secure cybersecurity is education. Now, the bill has provisions for education, but it doesn't really tell you. So it's like saying, oh, we'll teach them about it, we'll do it. But it doesn't go deep on what it needs to do. I can tell you, we have a shop. I can't count how many times people have come and said, oh, they've hacked my WhatsApp, I can't get my contacts, they've done this, they've done that. Meanwhile, educating people on two-factor authentication will solve a lot of these problems.
Educating people on
so those are the foundations.
Yeah, sorry, continue.
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about it on your show just now, right?
Yeah, I was just talking about it, yeah.
Yeah, we need that type of education. This bill does not go there at all. At least by what I have read, it does not go there at all. That's why I believe we should scrap it. Sit down with some of the tastemakers and some of the stakeholders in it, those who are on the ground actually dealing with everyday problems. And then they will tell you, okay, this is how I believe we should be solving the problem, or this is how I believe we should be dealing with matters of cybersecurity. Now, I believe this thing should be scrapped completely, and we as a people should come together and put this together.
So they should scrap it, Kojo.
Yeah, they should scrap it. Yeah. I said other harmful things in my video, but unless you watch it.
Yeah, that one. I want to watch that. I don't want to hear that one. That one I want to watch it. I wouldn't want to hear it. I wouldn't want to hear it on air. But I honestly, you don't think there's any possible way of at least tweaking it, because I feel like the punishment is just too harsh. One, yes, I need to be protected because now people are being scammed a lot lately online. Like we were order idea. Because they don't have a reputable business, they just decide to scam them. Last 2 days or so, a friend of mine was scammed like that. Right? They said payment before delivery. I don't know why they did that. They also went to pay. And this is because they found the person online.
Yeah.
You get me. So I'm looking at how we can try as much as possible to make sure that maybe there's a connect, right? I don't have a specific site because I'm a creator and a part of it protects me. But also the results of something that I might do being innocent could also have an effect on me because I was just doing the right thing. Just because somebody feels like they have to do this. That is what I don't get. You get it? That's why I'm trying to say that don't you think that at least there could be a tweak? Or you'd want them to scrape it completely and do a new one. And now,
they can tweak it. They can tweak it. The place I'm coming from is the place of a technician. We are here all the time working with people. A lot of people have concerns about whether their data is safe on their devices or not. A lot of people have concerns whether the information that is collected, their biometrics that is collected whenever they are doing their Ghana card, whenever they are doing their health insurance, it is safe. I'm coming from that side. You understand?
Okay.
So after reading this, it doesn't sound like they made consideration for those people. This sounds like something that is written for a country that has very, very, very bad problems with hacking. Very bad problems with it. It sounds like something you would write to make sure that the bad actors, the hackers that are trying to enter into your system, who do it consistently are kicked out.
Okay.
But that's not necessarily the case in Ghana right now.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying it should be removed at all. Let's start from scratch. Let's do it according to our needs as a country. But the one that's currently there, don't get me wrong, the one that's currently there,
yeah,
we can tweak it. We can edit it. We can sit down and edit it. We delete a lot of pages will go.
What are some of the things you would want to add to the one that is currently there from what they just did?
Oh, add the first. Let's remove. We have to remove first before we add.
Okay, what are we changing? What are we changing?
First. Number one, given that's section 20B, giving the CSA police powers.
Okay.
Giving the CSA police powers. Now, Ghana police are trained when it comes to going into a certain premise or going into a certain building and confiscating items or dealing with people. They are trained for that. My concern is what type of training will these people get?
Okay.
To be just. Some people will be trigger happy. They have a gun. I'll shoot you. Give me your hard drive. Give me your pen drive.
Florida man.
I'm also concerned about that. So that one, let's remove that one too.
Okay.
There's also a portion for licensing. That is, the CSA has to license you before you can work as a cyber security personnel or professional.
Okay.
Right? This will create a whole lot of problems. I believe that certification should be done on a certain level. If you are going to be working on certain systems, that's when you need those type of certification. If it is somebody that is just working at the lower levels of a bank somewhere, or maybe one company has hired a cybersecurity guy just to come and check their system and install programs or servers to make sure that nothing penetrates into their system. If that person also needs certification, it's going to be difficult. And let's be honest.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It is Ghana we are in.
Yes.
It is Ghana we are in. People will make it. There are people who will make it their life's mission that it will be difficult for you to get a certification or a license.
You have to pay.
So that person, you have to pay.
You pay.
You have to give money to this person. You have to sacrifice your leg, your hand, your heart, liver, and your firstborn just to get a certification, and it will make it difficult for you.
Yeah.
At the same time, too, they can start handing it out like this. But the more you register to the license, the more money they stand to make. There's a financial incentive behind that. Yeah. That also has to be looked at. With cyberbullying, the cyberbullying section, it needs to be clarified. What would be classified as cyberbullying? What would be classified as cyberbullying? Sometimes some people know each other, so they'll be teasing themselves. Or they'll be dissing each other. It's Twitter. They do that.
Me and you know that there's somebody on Twitter who will be in trouble for this. You know, me and you know that there's somebody on X. There's somebody on X who will get into trouble with this particular reform. Anna.
Very good. Very good. Very good. So that aspect also needs to be looked at. And this bill also gives the authority certain liberties to act without being checked. So they can come and have your accounts freeze and your assets frozen before they go to the court for a confirmation or for a warrant, which is dangerous. Mm-hmm. Because how do I put this? I'm always thinking about how we operate as Ghanaians and as humans. Delppy, if I have a problem with you and I'm the head of CSC,
yeah.
Or if I'm connected to somebody and then I want to knock you out as a competition,
you manipulate it.
There are some people online that I go back and forth with all the time. If they come into power one day, they'll target me. So that means I'll be afraid to even talk, because I said one day this person can become a minister or can become head of CSA and then come after me and use these powers. That's how it has been designed to work. So those are some of the aspects I believe should change. The cyberbullying aspect, they really did a good job there. They have protections for children. You can't do this with children. You can't do it. To really help. And for those who have watched some of my older videos, I speak on how we need to protect children and minors. So the fact that they've provided that, I'm really grateful they did.
All right, but beautiful. I mean,
all the other things,
yeah, thank you. I mean, this explains a lot. But for anyone who just tuned in, we're dissecting the cybersecurity amendments bill with Kojo V, and I've had a few things in mind, but unfortunately we've run out of time. We're left to just 3 minutes to go, but I want Kojo V to just brief us in the next 2-3 minutes, his final words, and to anyone who is like listening, where they can follow him to as well, or for where they can follow you. Sorry, Kojo V. And in case somebody just joined, right? Just a brief summary of, some people have not read the documents. Yesterday when I posted a video, a good friend of mine DM'd me and asked, they don't even know how to get access to the document. So They don't even know what is going on. Just a brief overview of what the document entails, your final takes, and then your social media handles in case anyone listening wants to follow you.
So, for those of you who are not aware of what's happening, the Cybersecurity Amendment Bill 2025 has been proposed for our consideration. And this will allow the CSA, or the Cybersecurity Authority, to regulate emerging technologies such as AI and blockchain and basically protect our digital space. But what they've provided for us gives them more power than they actually deserve or they actually need to operate. So it will give them access, so much access to your personal data by their own discretion. And a lot of what has been written here, it makes them unaccountable to anybody when they are operating, which makes it difficult to trust whether they are operating from a place of trying to protect you, the Ghanaian, or just trying to use these tools to gain privilege or to make money. Let me read to you a portion of what I have written in my script, so that I think it will help our listeners better understand what's happening. This particular bill is designed to be self-funding, unaccountable super agency that will profit from the very industry controls and has power to destroy anyone who challenges it.
Yeah.
And I want you to think about it. They can freeze your accounts and your assets. They can decertify your business, preventing you from making money, and label your criticisms false information. And there's nothing you, I, or any court can do about it.
Right.
That's why we need to be vigilant and we need to speak up about it. For those of you who want to see my full critique and review about this document, it will be up on YouTube very soon. My YouTube is Kojo V Made It, Kojovi. The Made It is MADEIT. That's where you can find me. You can find me on TikTok by the same name. Please go and follow me there, and follow my good friend and brother Delppy. They banned this account.
Yeah.
They banned. I wish I knew what happened. I wish I knew somebody at TikTok so we can talk to the person and tell the person if he doesn't release your account, we'll send him to the book.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time, bro. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You too.
That was Kojo V. Kojo V made it on all social media platforms. We did have time to dissect. We didn't have time to do everything in detail. But like he said, he's going to do a major breakdown. And please, he's an interesting guy. He's entertaining. So make sure to check his handles out. His pages are also active as well. Make sure to check him out, especially on YouTube. That's where he does the long form stuff. He gives you more breakdowns and stuff. So it's easy and very digestible and interesting, actually. If you just tuned in, unfortunately, you missed. But you did not miss a lot because there'll be a replay on our social media handles. So make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and X at ZFMGH, and on TikTok and YouTube is Z Multimedia. I want to use this opportunity to wish my brother, I'm looking in the camera because I'll replay this on my WhatsApp status. One of the, I don't like to do this but now that I'm on radio, I still have to do it. I'm wishing my brother Richard Inim Amu. He's been one of the realest friends I've ever had since university, and I can't thank him much for existing and being that annoying friend. I want to wish him a very blessed, happy birthday. This feels very, very uncomfortable for me doing this right now, but happy birthday, bro. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate you, and thank you so much for being my brother. That being said, this is the end of the show today. This has been the Z Tech Show. My name is Delppy, and if you love technology, this and every Wednesday we're going to be here. So make sure to tune in at 2:00 p.m. exactly. We do technology. We talk about insights in tech. We give you tips and tricks. We talk about what's trending in the technology world. So make sure to tune in this and every Wednesday if you want to hear my lovely voice. That means don't go anywhere. My brother Sticks is up next with the Highway 1019 show. Enjoy the rest of the week. And as always, we will talk more, Charlie.